Hey Google.
Oh,
Hey Google.
I think
Turn TV off.
we are ready.
Sure, turning the living room TV off.
We got Google on our
So
side.
awesome.
We got the Google. Chat has been disabled from this. Live chat. Alright, let's see if we got chat. Do we have chat? It says chat is disabled from this live view. Why is chat disabled from this live view? It's privacy, it's public. You are live internet. Alright, let's see if it works now. Babe,
Yes, my love.
I keep telling you the chat is disabled. Enable chat live. Enable slow mode. Sorry y'all if you can hear us. It keeps saying that chat is disabled.
Where would it say it?
When I say pop out chat,
Okay. That's weird.
and it's public.
Mm-hmm. There it is. I just reloaded the page.
Oh, sorry.
You're here now.
We see you guys.
You know what?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right, so we're going to kind of continue what we've been doing, what we were doing yesterday, kind of a beginner DIY, kind of because it's Christmas time and people are just getting into resin, so we kind of wanted to slow it down a little bit, not so much fun, big, detailed, a lot of prep, a lot of hard stuff. I don't know. That's what she said. So we're going to we're gonna do a simple stencil, spray paint, put a flood coat on them, and they're done. I am furiously baking cookies. Chris, I would love some cookies. I'm a cookie monster. Just FYI. So, we're gonna do some just little easy stencil stuff today. Flood coat. Oh, and we have a new gold. Stay tuned for the gold. Alright, so what I have done, I just printed out some simple, oh yeah, it's going to be Star Wars. Boing! What's up, fam? JJ, Gina, Creations by Baby Doll, Bethany, Daphne, Missy, Lisa, C Money. What does C Money say? Well, thank you, C Money. First time here, new here, first time. Well, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for coming in and saying something, saying hi. A lot of people are shy, which is fine. A lot of people don't like to get out there yet and say something to the people, which is a-okay. We don't mind it at all. We know it's a little intimidating sometimes, and this just to let you know, there's no stupid questions in here. You can ask any question, even if somebody just asked it and answered it. If you didn't hear or didn't understand, let us know. So, as you see, we have some Star Wars stuff. I know it's all the old stuff, but it's still relevant. The last Star Wars. We're going to go tonight. We get to see it on a big old, the biggest screen in Dallas or Texas or something. I think it's 3D. I'm not sure. But we are going tonight with my boy Ron and his lady friend Jennifer Quinn. Or Jenny Quinn. I don't know what she likes better. Anyways, so what I'm going to do, I just literally printed these out. As you can see, just what I normally do is type in what I want as a stencil. You can do a stencil, but they're always kind of funky. So I just do clip art, like in Google or Pinterest. And then just print them out. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a new blade, is what I'm going to do. Because this blade seems to be a little bit used. Put it in my blade holder there. And I'm just going to cut. Hopefully you guys can just use X-Acto. Hope you're having a great day. We're ready for everything. We've been so busy. We've almost forgot it was Christmas. We forget what day it is, let alone the time of year. All right. So what I'm going to do, we'll just make a simple. I think this is the Rebel. No, I think that's Rebel Alliance, or that's Rebel Alliance. And then that's the Boba Fett guy. I think these two are together. I'm not sure. But what you can do, and I've painted these black and red. You can leave them white if you like and just paint it, use black. So it'll be nice and black. It's whatever. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut out this guy. I need my chair. Yay, I get to mess with my chair. Oh my gosh. You guys, I have no room over here. I got a new printer, and it's taking up some room. Let's see here. What does everybody have to say today? Yeah, that's true. I'm really not busy. Alright, so I'm going to I'll cut out these three. This one is a little difficult, but what I'm going to do is probably just cut out just the white. And maybe this outside, so that we can use this stencil, put it on this black one, or this one, and paint it white. How fun would that be? Or red. That would be fun too. Or vice versa. You can do them both like that. Ugly Christmas competition. Teresa, you're the ugliest out of your work. You're the ugliest Christmas person. I think you meant to put sweater, didn't you? Because you're not ugly. The sweater. All right. That chair, yeah. This chair, it's a great chair, but the little locks on the wheels, and there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. There's these little locks, and somehow my foot hits them, which I have no idea how, because I don't step on these things. All right, enough with that. We're gonna cut out the Rebel Alliance. And you know what's fun is you don't have to stick with this if you don't want to. You can like make your own, like I'll probably do a drip on here, maybe at the bottom. We'll see. You can make it fun. But what I'm going to do is, since this is paper and I'm not using my airbrush, I'll be using spray paint. I'll probably make these a little rough because I don't mind looking distressed, like stuff looking distressed, especially stencils. Because unless you do it perfect every single time and there's one little bitty mess up, then people notice it and they're like, how come this part's all messed up? Or you could see a little overspray. If that happens, make that work for you. Take your stencil, put it back in place, and maybe move it over a little bit and spray it. And then maybe spray a little bit of paint over that. Just like kind of move your stencil, spray, you know, just a little color so it looks like it all is for a reason, you know? Everything happens for a reason in artwork, whether it be good or bad. I know people hate that saying, but I believe it in life, and I believe it in art. And art is life. Some of my best pieces that I've done, or techniques, or you know, little highlights or stuff that makes your stuff look like you, have been mistakes. And like I said, it happened for a reason, because you liked it, it looked good, somebody else liked it, and it works. Alright, so do you think I should put a drip on this? No, because I should have put a drip right here. I guess I still can, right? Let's do that. Let's just draw a little. Let's just put one right here. Will that work? Yeah, because it's cut out. And then we'll do one right here. I just hope that I have enough room on my coasters for this. And it looks right. You think that'll look right, y'all? We'll see. It's fun. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, did anybody try the marble coasters from last night? I'll show you guys how they turned out. I really am happy with them. And like I was saying last night, marble's difficult. So don't be frustrated if it doesn't look like marble when you start it, because it'll most likely look like marble when you're done. Oh, I forgot about these guys. And you guys, I got these X-Acto blades on Amazon. The only bad part about doing these drips right here, right now, so these two up here, is that they won't be attached to the original stencil. So But that's all right because you're not going to be using. I mean, you could use this. See, they're not attached because I already cut that part. But look how fun that is. And see, we have. Oh, look at that. Fits on there. And if maybe if you're kind of scared that you don't know if it's going to be centered, off center it. Make it that way. Make it, maybe bring it off of the side so it looks like that. Ooh, we could make a 3D one. What do you guys think about that? What kind of printer did you get? I'm needing a new one, but Missy Gold. I got this Canon. Let me look at this. Hold on. Pixma, Pixma. It was only like $200. I want to say 180 something. But look at this. It prints. I'm gonna have to. I want to save this, so I'm gonna have to. I printed this. A picture from Frank Frazetta. It's a painting, and it's got nudity in it, so I probably won't show it, but I'll just show you. I mean, it's amazing print. I mean, look at the color. Let's see here. Like, it's kind of hard to see, but it's amazing print, and it prints on 11 by 14, and this is very, very heavy stock. Like, it's just short of poster board. It's actually thicker than poster board. And it's awesome. It's an awesome printer. It's a scanner, printer, copier. It's awesome. Alright, so let's just do this one first. And we'll see how it goes. So, we have this guy. So this is, normally this is black. So what we'll do is, we'll stick with this one. And we'll make this black. We'll just go straight up. What original, or you can do it in gold, I guess you could, right? If you wanted to. And look, you can see actually through this paper. So it's good that if you want to use this, just regular old paper. You can use just plain printing paper so that you can see through it. You can kind of see through this. Maybe if you have some light on it, but that black is kind of difficult to see. So I'm going to take this. This is multi-purpose adhesive. Normally when it says Super 77, it comes out like almost like a streamer, and it's very, very sticky. Do not use that kind. Normally it's 3M, but this Scotch, it comes out almost like hairspray. I was really surprised, and I like this stuff too because it doesn't gather. Like sometimes you get a big old clump of it, so you have to peel it off. This was just a teeny bit, and I've been using this for a while. You don't use a lot. So what I'm going to do, look at this camera here, turn it over on the back, spray this first just to make sure there's nothing that's clogging it, and you'll get this crazy like single stream that comes out and get on your laptop or on a picture or on your clothes. So what I normally do is just kind of spray it off to the side. You see that? That looks like hairspray or spray paint. That means it's very fine. If you spray a lot, it's definitely going to be sticky. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, and that's it. And that's probably too much. It actually isn't. That might be perfect. Just kind of let it dry for a second. Should we do it on a white one? A white circle? No, I like these because these are like... These make them look... Look at that. You can see where you're at. Can you guys see that? Like you can see the coaster under here. So that's good. You think I should do it red? Ooh, you know what? I'll do it red. But isn't this the good? This is the Rebel. No. This is Skywalker's patch. Skywalker and white octagon, red logo. Alright, so I'll do red. See, just tap, tap. You just need to tap it. I'm going to make this kind of, what's it called? I'm going to spray it on here. I'm going to make this a little darker and kind of fade it up towards the top. And I'm just going to use the Rust-Oleum. I'm going to use our caps, because if you use a regular cap from Rust-Oleum, all the paint will just come out, and it's not, you don't get as much control as if you have the skinny with the adapter. And you can only use our caps on Rust-Oleum with these adapters here, and we do sell these on our website. And all you do is just twist it, and then when you want to spray it, go over somewhere different here. Look at that. You can't even control paint like that with a regular spray paint tip. Alright, I'm going to move this camera out of the way so you guys can see this. A baby size. I think I've made one of those, Bethany. Alright, and then if you've been talking like I have been, go back and just make sure your stencil's down. But like I said, if there's underspray or you got overspray because your stencil was too small, just make that work for you. Make it go in and add a little bit of extra, somewhere else, and nobody will ever know the difference. All right, so I'm just gonna lightly spray this. You see how it kind of comes out splattery? That's why I want it to look up at the top here. I guess you could wait and see. Look, that's why I love this spray adhesive, because it comes up super easy. Look at that. How fun is that? Except for this really makes it look like something different, which I'm not a fan of. You see why? Because I brought this straight down so it looks like that's a piece of it. But I don't mind it. So now what I want to do, I want to take some of this gold, and I'm going to like spray it in this, like spray, like psh, and then psh. What do you think of that? You think that would look good? I don't know. Let's do a little overspray like we just did. Hey Clara, what's up? All right, so I'll put this camera up so you guys can see how far away I am when I do this. Like I'm pretty far back, and I'm just gonna kind of barely spray it so it kind of sputters. Let's turn it this way. I like that. That's fun. And if you want, you can draw on it if you like. If that's what you want to do, you can outline it. You can add some words on it. Add somebody's name. That's completely 100% up to you. I think I'm just gonna leave this, and then I'm gonna cut out another one. Let's cut out this. What is this one? Who knows what this one is? What is that? I know that's Boba Fett, right? It is, Gina. It's Star Wars night. All right, so let's just start cutting this one out. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about these X-Acto blades. I got them on Amazon. They're $11 for 100, and they work amazing. I used to get my X-Acto blades at Azel Art Supply, and it's $40 for 100, and they're crap. Like, they're X-Acto. Like, the label is X-Acto, and I can't stand them. They dull out really quick. I use a lot of these. I'll show you guys the label here in just a second, so you guys can look them up if you guys want to get them on our Amazon link. I'm pretty sure they're on our Amazon link. I don't hear B. B!
Yes, my love.
Oh. What are you doing?
Posting in all the groups that we have new colors and a Star Wars sale.
Oh, a Star Wars sale.
Yeah, I just decided.
Ah. Now I'm all excited because I want to do a 3D one. I gotta find the blue that I like to use for this 3D. I think it's like a teal light blue. So you can keep that if you like, and keep those pieces. And I'm not going to put any drips on this one. I think it would probably add to it, and there's already too many long angular pieces on this that I think it would just look stupid. The only way it would look good is if you did an outline color and then put a drip on that, and you could absolutely do that with like a paint pen if you wanted to. All right. So now let's do. Oh, now see, this is going to come down off of here. Let's try to see what this one will do. You can kind of get most of it on here if you need. Okay, this is the deal with designs like this. All right, so I'm gonna come in here closer so you guys can see. When you're
JJ is calling dibs on the Mandalorian.
What is that? Is that this? Yeah, I think that's what he. Okay, so it's kind of a photograph thing where if you're taking a picture of somebody, let's say all four of these guys here, right? And if you get a picture like this, you're like, holy crap, how they cut off this guy, these are all good. If this is a picture that you want to get all of them in, but you're cutting some off, make sure that you cut everybody. Like you make it equal. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way with the stencil. If don't try to put your stencil to where you see it all and then some comes off. Maybe move it over so a little bit of the top comes off or a little bit of the side comes off as
Keep
well.
it symmetrical.
Keep it symmetrical, or keep it to the point where it doesn't look like you accidentally, oh man, I didn't know that it was gonna go off of the off the substrate. So I'm gonna keep this guy off to the side.
So then it looks like a choice.
Yes.
Missy, that guitar sounds amazing.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let there's a part here and a part here and a part here off. So see, we got equal. Some is off up here, some is off down here. This is all on. Let's see, does that look way off? But it looks like I'm kind of not center, so let's just bring that down a little more. I think that's good right there. So we got these up here.
I'm so glad Bowie's not over there, because that sticky icky in his hair would be horrendous.
Horrendous.
It's true.
What are you doing, babe?
I'm showing them my this that I'm working on. If it works. The back's still wet.
All right. So
I'm gonna-
what color should this be?
Gold. Gold.
JJ, what color?
Oh. JJ knows. Silver or gunmetal.
Well, I don't have silver or gunmetal, and this is going to be on black.
I think we have that hammered spray paint. Do you want me to grab it?
I don't want to. It's just going to look like. I thought his colors was like green, like a.
Is that Boba? Or whatever?
Yeah, Boba Fett's thing, I believe. I think I'm just going to do it red, and then maybe spray some gold off to the side. Red will look good with this.
Ooh, this is bad. We're gonna start getting ready for tonight, unless you want me to read. But then we might be late to Ron's.
What time is it?
I'm gonna wash my hair. All orders are out for now. I find that I do that whenever I get all the orders caught up. I'm like, let's throw a new wrench at myself. Salesies.
Ooh, that'll look good. Because I left it kind of light up here. So that'll be cool. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the red. It'll look good.
Can't wait to see the beep beep Yoda. Yoda.
Ooh, and I faded it. That looks fun. Now I'm going to spray a little bit of overspray on it to kind of give it kind of a messy look. Like that. Yeah, that's fun. Here, I know what I'll do. Yeah. Why is this stir stick coming off on my
JJ said my connection to the live is crappy, but I'd like to call dibs on any Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Imperial logo, or Mandalorian coasters.
what?
JJ
Oh.
said his signal's being poopy, but he wants to call dibs on those shapes.
All right, so this is JJ's. I love that. That's super fun. All right. Let's get rid of any wet paint that's on here. All right, so this is going to be fun. I'm just going to cut out the whites of this, and we'll see how this goes down on a circle one. So is anybody going to see Star Wars tonight, or just us that we get the first view? If you're in Dallas, I believe there's tickets still left. If you hit up Willie Trimmer on Facebook, I'm not going to give out his phone number on YouTube, but
Some local people in the feed?
I don't know. You never know who's watching. I believe the movie starts at 7. Do you know where it's at, babe? It's at the biggest IMAX theater here in Dallas. And I think we're the first ones to be able to see it before anybody. Because Willie rented the theater out, and he does it every single year. JJ and Mike and I think Jennifer, right? Didn't Jennifer meet, or AKA Robin, met Willie over at
In Vamp.
yeah, in Vamp.
And Tressa.
Over at Crowdus. Ooh, I don't like that. Slow down, people. Slow down. I get too caught up in how fast I'm cutting these out because I want to be done, and you don't want to do that, especially with something kind of precise like this. And if you feel like your blade is kind of tearing and you have to push a little bit more than you normally would, get a new blade. That's why I love how cheap these blades are, because you can get as many as you like. You never want to skimp on your artwork. Okay? Okay. I really think those are closer together. Ooh, and I can't see anything. I'm glad I got glasses. All right, let's put some spray adhesive on this one. Let it dry for a second. And we'll do white on this one. I don't even have white up here. All right, we'll stick to red. And see, that's the one thing. That's what's so bad about this, is because it's very difficult to see where you're centered at. So, since we don't want this to be off a little bit somewhere, we're gonna put it off on purpose. So we'll come over here. Put it right there. A lot more room up here. A little bit of room down here. We'll do the red and go with that. Bada beam. Got you some coasters. Fun coasters for everyone. Hey, calm down, guys. No mas. All right. Whoops, a daisy. Alright, so we'll do this one for this. Let's cut this guy out. We'll make him in black. This one's going to be a little more difficult because of the smaller lines, so be very careful on what you cut. Like, you probably use this stencil a couple times if you don't put too much spray adhesive on it, because these lines are really tiny right here, these little star lines. And you know what? There's spray paint on the bottom of this paper. And if I pull this up and this rips because it sticks to this paper, it's my own fault. So we just have to be very careful when we pull this up, because I'm pushing on this so the paper stays put, which is probably not a good idea. Ooh, look at that. It's just sticking to this base. So we got to be really careful pulling this up. I'm going to pull all of it up together. See, that was dumb. Very careful. Make sure all these lines are cut right. Pull those, be very gentle. I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I just did what I really didn't want to do. Son of a bee sting. I just detached a part of the stencil because of how thin that line was. Alright, so with that said, oh god, I swear I cut this fine. Alright, so we're going to do a negative. Instead of using this for the stencil, we're going to use this for the stencil. Okay? So, let's spray a little bit of this on the back of here. Let this dry a little bit. And see, that way I can see where it's at. Put this, or try. Now I'm going to put it towards the bottom, like the other one is. It's crooked. How fun is that? So now we have a negative stencil. Alright, so let's put this on here. We're going to use black for this one. I like that. Look how nice that looks. That is fancy. Put that off to the side. So there you go. Now you have a whole set of coasters. This looks a little off, but it's the arty one. It's got the drips. And remember, this is a lot of overspray on here, so let them completely dry, and just get a rag. I think, I'm pretty sure that if you don't wipe this, if you have like alcohol in a rag, not a lot, I don't think that it would mess with this, but I'm just going to show you how much. There's like alcohol, it's kind of damp, so it's been sitting there. But it's not, I don't believe it'll hurt it. If it does, then we know not to use alcohol on this rack. But there's a lot of overspray, so you see there's none on this part, right? You got some overspray. And that will get in your resin, and it obviously doesn't mess with your spray paint. And this Rust-Oleum, it dries really fast. Like it's a fast drying spray paint. So we'll just spray, just get all this off. And I'm literally just kind of letting it fall over it and wiping it off. I'm gonna hit this one with the heat gun. Alright, I'm kind of excited about doing these two. I'm just going to do these two, and then I'm done, and then I'll put a coat of resin over them. I don't know right now. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this, because I don't like how... Let's do this. Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm just going to kind of hit this with the rag. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out just these white parts. And they should all be one, you know, they're equal. If it's one big piece and a piece of the black should fall out, then I'll just make a little, I guess they're called islands, so that everything stays intact with black. And just only the white part comes out. And then when you paint it, you just get just the white parts. How big is that? Let's see. That might be... This might be a little too small. Oh no, these are all perfect. Darth Vader will probably get this one. I love having... You know what? I might just do half. I love doing half of Vader. So I can get that part in. It just doesn't look right without his helmet part there. So we'll see how I feel about it. Maybe we'll do half of this guy and half of this guy. I don't know. This should take a minute. So bear with me. I'm just going to bring you guys down. Sorry about that. It made you dizzy. I'm going to be an artist summit in Vegas this year. Polly, we don't yet. We'll get that all figured out soon. I'm pretty sure we'll have meet and greet and classes and demos. We want to try to put together a class. I'm not sure. We'll see. We might just do the meet and greet and demos with Stone Coat. All right, so I really feel like that's not even gonna work. Because not a lot can fit on there, right? Not half of that. Maybe we'll just do it. We'll just do it like it is. It's the first time I've done this guy here. I've painted him in any form or fashion. I have a canvas on the wall that I prepped for this guy for last year, and I didn't do it, and I still want to do it. So we'll see how I feel about that. Later this year. Maybe I'll do it for next year's party, or May the 4th be with you party. Yeah, this stuff here takes a little bit of time. But it's all worth it. I always tell people when I'm teaching them how to airbrush, or if they're asking me about portraits, paintings, if you don't think it matters, it matters. Just do it. Just take the time to get that extra detail, because it definitely matters. And like I always say, tomorrow's gonna come, and because either you're tired or you just don't feel like it, the next day you'll think, I'm glad I did that, because it's already tomorrow. So like, what did I have to do within that 10 minutes or an hour that I could have done it to make it look a little bit better? Time doesn't stop. So what I'll probably do with this, because this is a lot of negative space, and this is what I'm talking about. You see, when there's little pieces like this, if you cut this white out, these are going to come out. His nose is going to come out. So what I think I'm going to do, I came down here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this one piece of white here. So I'm going to come down here, make an island, make a little circle, a line, circle, a line, circle, and right here. I'm not going to cut through that. I'm literally just going to outline this. This guy's going to have to be sacrificed. Because that's just, you know what? It really doesn't. How about I just kind of come inside there? Alright, and we'll just come right here. This is a lot of detail for a small stencil. But when you're done with the stencil, and that's the things with stencils. Stencils, it takes so long to do and literally minutes to paint. That's the bad thing about stencils. But it's what makes it look so good, you guys. You just take your time, make the stencil right, cut out everything that makes it look like that, and you'll be so happy. Be careful if you haven't cut something. This is where your brand new X-Acto knife comes in very handy. So look at that. Look how cool. Got yourself a half of a mean guy. Wasn't he mean in this movie? He was pretty mean. I'm always afraid I'm gonna look up and there's not gonna be anybody there because I'm offline. There's some little spots in here that probably won't matter, but and these. Alright, did I not get that part? I did not. Oh boy. Alright, I gotta be careful with these guys. Just one little. There we go. Look at that. Boom, 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 beam. Alright, this is going to be a hard one here. Man, I'm just giving you guys some WSTT. No. TWSS's all day. I don't think this is going to work now that I'm cutting it. I might have just wasted you guys' time with this part right here. I'm just going to come straight down on that one. There's another way to do this. So let's say you want to make this guy, but it's kind of hard for you to see the lines because there's so many. What I would do is trace what you want cut out with a black Sharpie Do it kind of fast because you know they bleed. And then turn it over to where you could see all the lines that you want. Cut those out and just make sure you turn the stencil over and spray it that way. Is which I should have done because I have a hard time seeing dark lines up close. I'm gonna have to add this guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this guy. Shoot. This is gonna be delicate. So let's just add this so we can save this eyeball. Right? No, because this white's gonna fall out of here. Damn it. Alright, we'll see. We might have to lose the eye. I didn't realize I was cutting that out. How would I do that? How would I make sure that doesn't fall out of there? I don't. I'm just gonna have to... No. Because the black stays. This is going to be one of those stencils where you're like, really? This is a little extra, Jeffrey. Because this black part is very flimsy. Like these lines for his eyes. Like you're going to have to be very careful with these. And when I say you, I mean me. Oh God, I haven't cut that? Come on. Did I keep it? Did I keep it? I kept it! Look at that. Now I have to be super careful cutting this eyeball out. Let me get a new X-Acto blade. I'm scared. Here, I told you I'd show you guys this. This is these X-Acto blades. Tekken Edge, I believe. Hobby blades. I believe that's the name of it. I kind of scratched up that. It's an orange pack. 100 blades. Number 11s. Alright, so let's cut this eye out. You gotta be very careful. Very slowly. Oh my God, did I just tear it? Look how that's gonna fall out of there. Because I cut it. I cut a line. Don't do it. Alright, saved it. Saved it. I don't know how it's gonna look when I paint it, but let's cut these horns. This is gonna be maybe 2 times the use stencil if I get it up off of the coaster. So JJ, you get a one-off, one-of-a-kind Darth Maul coaster. And by the way, JJ, your piece is dry. It was actually dry the day you left. You could have taken it with you. Just put it in your back seat, like your back window. Because it was dry to the touch. The things we do for art, like look at this. How is this even gonna go? I'm sure like half the people have already left. And for you that have stayed, I thank you. All right, let's do this. We got a piece of his ear. I don't think that's even going to come out of there. All right. Spray it with some adhesive. I'm going to do the white on this one. I don't even have... Ah! Do you see that? Stuck to my finger! Oh well, we'll put it on there. It's alright. This will just test my skills of where it should go. See, that's good. I still have the piece, so just line it up with his eyes and you should be good. Woohoo! Alright, save that. Now we just need white. I don't even know where my white is. White, where are you at? It was just up here. Ow. All right. Like I said, do you hear that? That's that little lock on my wheel. Just gonna go with flat white. I'm going to cut this part out. I don't recommend doing this on your coaster because you could possibly leave cut lines in your coaster. But I guess it really wouldn't matter because you are going to be putting resin over it. So I think it would be alright. I just want some little definition right here where his coat is, because there's a lot of... I'm not going to do Darth Vader's part. Alright, here we go. Let's put anything that's black painted up here because we don't want to get overspray on it. You only want to spray a little at a time. You don't want to just, because it'll get under there, which it probably has because this is very thin paper. So now I'm afraid to lift it up. Let's take this off and see. Look at that. Bada bing boom, baby. How fun is that? Yeah. It's fun. I like it. So there you go. I really don't feel like cutting out Darth Vader right now. I have all these guys. This guy would take a while because there's a lot of smaller. So maybe that'll be for another time. I like these. You get the point. You understand. Let's see here. What did I want to do? I wanted to do some black and gold ones though. I do know that. So what I'm going to do, ooh, you can do some with the clear ones. That's a different story there though. I really want to find the teal that I use for 3D one and do the 3D one. And since I'm spray painting on these on our white ones, I just hit it with a little sandpaper, just a little 400, and wipe it off with some alcohol. Ooh, without red on it. I'm gonna paint this black anyways. Oh yeah, the 3D ones look better on white than they do on the black. So we'll let this dry. Let's just do another one on this one. And as you can see, if you get our coasters and they have the paper on it, looks burnt, don't worry about it because peel this off and you have a white coaster. There you go. All right, let's get a space where there's no spray paint. All right, so we're gonna put this on the red one, and I'm pretty sure I have. I'm gonna use this color, True Cayenne. I'm gonna put a different cap on there though, because I do not like that cap. That's probably a fat cap. This is an old cap. Excuse me, y'all. I get my spray paint caps. I don't have any, I guess I will use, you can use these. I prefer to use our Klaus Thins. We named them Klaus Thins because they used to be called German Thins back in the spray paint days, which are these yellow ones. We nicknamed them after Erica's Pops because they're very, very nice. They spray almost a perfect little dot, and you can get a very thin, very controlled line out of these. And it's very low pressure, so you don't get a lot of overspray. The one I'm about to use is almost the same thing, but a little bit more paint is allowed to come out. So I'm just going to put it on this cap. Woo! Always shake your paint, spray your first part in the trash can. All right, we're going to use a little. Now when you do the 3D, you got to be kind of patient with these because you know what you do? I think you actually do the black first and then the 3D part. So let's do the black because what 3D is the red and the cayenne. When they overlap, they make a black, and then they make the image, and then the blah blah blah. It's science. I don't understand it, but with these opaque colors, they'll just go over each other, so there's no black. So I like to do a black image first, and obviously not super solid. I'm just going to kind of give it a haze, because it's going to get painted over anyways. And I'm going to try to dry this off. All right, now what you want to do with the 3D effect, find your center and then move it to the right just a smidge, so you have an area to paint, almost like a shadow. Do you use the red? I guess it depends on your glasses. Does the red side go first or the blue side? I think the red goes over here and the blue goes over here. So let's do red first. And this is obviously a little easier if you have airbrush because you can control it a little bit more and just get in just where the white part is. But since this is spray paint and it's fun, we're just going to go ahead and kind of lightly dash it. Since all these are kind of, what do you call it? Distorted and distressed. Dry this off. You guys can't even see it. Sorry. I wish I had a bell. Ding, 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 ding. Sorry about that, y'all. How am I supposed to hear that? How am I supposed to know to look up? Alright. Well, you got the point anyways. So I did the black. Then I just barely moved it over to do the red. Now I'm going to go the opposite way for the cayenne, for the blue. Alright, let's see. Let's put this red where the red was. So let's just pick it up. We're going to move it over so that there's some white showing. Tap it. Sorry about that, y'all. I know I'm going to get some comments on that one. People are rude on YouTube. See how opaque this is? It just covers that up. Yeah, it just totally covered the black up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this black and I'm going to go over that just a dash. Just so that I get a little bit of black in there. Just where I put the black. Jeff, look up! See, if I would have moved it over a little bit more, it would have been a little bit more trippy. And if you put yellow in there, like a yellow up here and then like a purple, if these would have been transparent colors, it would have been amazing. I should have moved one down and one up this way, but you get the idea. Hi, Gina. Alright, so let's get this black one here. We're going to do some gold. I want to do a gold one of these guys. I'm going to make it another one like this. I'm going to use this Montana Gold. Always spray your gold in the trash can or in your vent, because this gold needs to be shaken up a lot and there's always some extra. How fun that is. Yeah. There we go. Coolest coasters in the galaxy. Alright, so I want to try something with these clear ones. And this is going to be to the point where you're going to have to see these after. Because this is going to be... my star came... oh yeah, I did the negative one. Alright, let's put a little... I'm going to do this. I'm going to paint this on here. And then I'm going to do a resin over it, but it'll be a color. And then the back is what you're going to see. Oh man. This is going to take time. So this will be like a negative negative. So you'll be able to see the resin underneath it. And then see what you do, you pour the resin over that, let it dry, and then you peel this off and then you'll see the color underneath there. Right? Like if you do like swirls and whatnots. Leave a lot of clear. I don't know. We'll see. It could be a double-sided coaster. Who knows? But there you go. I'm digging it. Let's give this a little bit of a... We'll do a little bit of this straw over here. A little bit of straw over here. That's fun. Oh well, alright, I'm done. This paint is pretty stout in here. And what we'll do tomorrow is we'll do some fun, little bit more detailed coasters, like cut out, like maybe put a photo on one, maybe a logo. Like I made some of Erica's friends' Alabama ones where I just cut out the A. I made some Steelers ones, made a bunch of Cowboys ones, and that would be more of placing something down and then putting resin over it. That's a little more difficult than this is, I think, because it's probably, you have to do it twice because sometimes the paper comes up or it's a multi-layer. So we might do that tomorrow. But with that said, here you go. I think JJ has called for all these. I think he's wanting all these. He's already said I got dibs since nobody else did. And there you go, one of a kinds. What have you got in here? How many people? 30 people. Woohoo! You're welcome, Bethany. Sorry if I didn't get to anybody's questions. Like I said, we're doing some beginner stuff, DIY, very simple, and I wanted to try to stay away from talking a lot on there and doing more. This is how and more of the procedure. So I appreciate your patience, and if anybody didn't answer a question that you asked, just ask it on the comments and somebody will get to it, I'm sure. That is way up there. So yeah, check these out. Check this out. This stuff. Doink, doink, doink. That's all our information, all our groups, all of our Venmo, our Teespring, our website, our email, our shipping address. You guys have been awesome. I'm gonna go drink some water, get some fresh air, cause spray paint. Be kind to one another. You never know what somebody's going through. May the force be with everybody today and the rest of your life. We will be going to Star Wars tonight. So you guys have an awesome Thursday night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.